Hey folks, today we are on the range looking at something a little bit different today, and we're going to see whether or not it does what it says it can do. It's actually a new sighting system. It's called the Advanced Iron Sight Module. This is what it looks like. This is the view down the pipe. American made. And we're going to do some shooting with it. We're going to do some drills with it. We're going to time ourselves with it. And then we're going to talk about the pros and cons of it. Theoretically, it should be bridging the gap between your standard traditional post-to-notch iron sights and your electronic red dot reticles, right? This does not have any glass. It is just a piece of steel. It actually has a nice form factor, and depending on your desire to do, whether it's for duty or whether it's for competition or just for EDC, the nice thing about it is that it has a lot of advantages over a red dot, and it has a lot of advantages over post-to-notch traditional iron sights. But does it actually work in practice? So that's what we're going to find out. We're going to do some shooting at various ranges. We're going to check accuracy, and we're going to do some drills where we're, using it at speed to see if it points and it's as accurate and as fast as something like a red dot, which personally I have a lot more time on. So that's what we're going to look at today. Again, this is the Advanced Iron Sight Module from SOF Industries. When I saw it, I thought it was really innovative, and I wanted to check it out. And based off of their website and what they have to say about it, it actually looks pretty promising, if it works as promised. So let's check it out. We're going to be using the SOF A.I.M device. All these firearms are unloaded, and we're going to be comparing it to some other things. Right now, I have it mounted on a Glock 21 Gen 4. That was the only Glock that I did not have a sight already on, or an optic cut for it. So it dovetails right in. So the good thing is, as long as it's mounted correctly, it's kind of a set and forget type of system. This front fiber optic sight, which is really awesome during the daytime, you can get for a couple extra bucks from their website that they sell with it. We're also going to look at an M&P. This is kind of a custom jobby, and a dealer exclusive that has a dot. We're also going to look at an HK that has iron sights. So we're going to take a look at all these. This is a friend of mine's, FN, also has iron sights. So we're going to check these out, do some different drills, see how they compare, and if it actually bridges the gap between the speed and accuracy you get with a red dot versus traditional iron sights, which most people are used to. So we're going to go down range. We're going to hang up a couple more targets. We're going to go down range, and we're going to start at 5 yards. We're going to do some slow fire, and then we're going to back out from there. but we'll give you all of the distances as we push back out. This is just going to be slow fire, 5 rounds. Paint these up and go back to the A.I.M device from SOF. So what I'm finding when I start speeding up is that first shot, I can acquire it, I'm on target, and I can be accurate. But the faster I go, the more I seem to lose it. So sometimes if you have a really large window on a red dot and it's just going up and down, you never lose it and you can still see it. With this, I'm losing it a little bit and I'm having to wait for the return, but I'm finding I'm a little less accurate at speed, which doesn't really mean anything other than you need more time. I need more time behind it, more practice. So we're going to continue to do that. We're going to be here at 7 yards. We're going to do a few more build drills and see if we can clean it up. Nicked it. Good shot. I'm gonna use all your ammo. Same thing. Pick up where I left off. 5 shots, 50 yards. Hit. Hit. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That's about 50 yards. So we can get it done, but right now it's definitely taking a little bit longer to aim. These hashes are going straight through the dot. Now when you can't see it, that means it's lower, and that's why you're hitting down here.
Right. Okay.
Advanced iron sight module.
Advanced iron sight module. But with this, you find your spot. You find your place.
Yours, exactly.
Yours.
Yep. So there's general where it should be.
That's a marketing part. That's definitely a marketing part.
And for them,
Good plug.
that's what they want. They want people to shoot it, and that feedback is like, well, how do you?
Well, like instantly, you know, I said I was going high,
Yeah.
and I said, well, because I'm a turtleneck, let me duck into those lower portions of the site. Vital. Let's go vital.
Okay.
To high. Yep. 11 o'clock. But hell, man, just vitals from here. That's money.
So, back in the office, what do we think about the SOF AIM device? Well, after about 300 rounds today, at least, maybe a little bit more, I think it's a solid option. And I think option is the key word, right? So, will it be the answer for everybody? More than likely not. However, I think it'll be the answer for a lot of people because it does bring a lot of benefits to the table. And when I first saw it, I thought, if this thing can live up to half of what a red dot does, then it's kind of already won. And here's what I mean by that. First off, the benefits, right? Pros are, there's no glass. There's no screws that are gonna back out as long as it's mounted correctly that you're gonna have to worry about. You don't have to worry about dust occluding the site. You don't have to worry about rain or water if it's an open site. If it's a closed emitter, you still have to worry about glass, weight. It has a very small form factor, which is going to be great for concealment. All these things are pluses in my book. And again, it's very fast to aim. You are going to need to train on it.
It doesn't work like magic, but it does. A lot of new shooters that I let try it seem to really like it and seem to get used to it pretty quickly. Now they still need training on it, but they seem to do a little bit better than with standard notch and post iron sights. For a lot of LEO departments, they don't allow optics still because there's so many fail points. So they're not super inclusive of red dots as of yet. Some are, a lot still are not. I think this could be a good issue, a good use case for that as well. Some of the cons, I think, are the fact that as it sits, this is what you see is what you get. So unlike with a red dot, you don't have the adjustability. You can't make those quick adjustments when you need to if you're, for some reason, going out to plank at 150 yards. However, if you know how to use iron sights and if you learn how to use this sight, you'll be able to still compensate for that and hit your target. We only were able to bring it out to about 50 yards today, but we're able to hit pretty consistently. Another downside is if you look here at the hash marks that you line up with your front dot on the fiber optic, these do not glow in the dark. So in bright daylight, you can see the front fiber optic just fine. In dimmer light, it's going to be harder to come by. I think they may be working on something that where they have some sort of glow-in-the-dark material for that eventually. So keep an eye on their website. But other than that, I think it's a really good option. I like it. I'm going to continue to use it. Like I said, right now they only make it for Glocks. I believe they're supposed to be spreading out to other manufacturers in the future. But this was my Glock 21 Gen 4 was the only one, my only Glock that I could fit it on at the time. So I'm going to continue shooting with this, but I may also put it on a 9mm when I get that eventually, just to see if there's a noticeable difference. But for all intents and purposes, I think that it's a really great option. And I think at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's another option, and if you're in the 2A community, and most of us enjoy learning and training and practicing with these things and potentially using them for work, options are good, right? Whether it be different types of firearms or different types of sighting systems. I think that this has a definite future. I don't think it's just a flash in the pan, but that is also up to the company itself and what sort of refinements they make, as this is the base model. But I think they've done a really good job. And as I said, I think I'm going to continue to use it, continue to train with it, let some of my students use it, see what they think, and see how they get along with it. But for now, check back for the channel for updates, and remember, the range don't lie.
What?